Hey, what's going on? It's me, Shaker, and we're back at Stage Alpha Garage with my new car. I don't know if you could tell from the video, but is a 2015 Hyundai Genesis Coupe 3.8 liter R-Spec with a 6-speed manual transmission, pumping out 348 horsepower at the crank and 200 and some odd 70 foot-pounds of torque. But today, along with the introduction of this car to the channel, we are doing its first modification. And to do that modification, we're going to need a rag, paper towels, glass cleaner, some tape measure, a heat gun, and the window banner that's sitting over there under the heat. Because we're going to add a front windshield banner. That's the first modification. So here's a walk around of the Genesis Coupe. It is winter here, so it's not the cleanest of cars right now. Got these dual hood scoops on the front that are fake, but you can get real ones, so that's awesome. Somebody's already rebadged it with the Genesis badges. Have to rewrap the chrome though, it's peeling. It's in pretty good shape overall. No sunroof, as this is the R-Spec model, not the Ultimate. And I prefer the R-Spec because it has less chances for water leaking in. It does have the common problem with the OEM taillights, the gasket leaking into the trunk when it's raining out. And this car is completely stock. There's only one modification that I found when I bought the car. Oh, I guess we'll need the keys, they're over here. The only modification that the car had when I got it was the shift knob. That was already in here. Leather racing sport seats. They're quite comfortable. The car overall is quite comfortable. It's a big car. Let me know down in the comments what you think about the car and what modifications that you'd like to see happen to it. In the meantime, let's jump into getting the first modification done. Alright, first step is we don't need the heat gun right now. Second step, we gotta get this area where the banner is going to go clean. So we have some invisible glass cleaner here, spray up there. Everything's a little bit cold here. I do have the heat on today, but I don't have insulation, as you can see from the walls, and the heater can only do so much. I think today it's about 2 degrees Celsius outside. Nice sunny day, so hopefully this is going to go all right, and we're not going to have any issues with it sticking. Take my rag now and get this area cleaned up, wipe down. And you're going to want to make sure it's nice and dry, so I like these blue towels, shop towels. They work really well for soaking up any moisture and not leaving anything behind on the surface. Not sure if you guys can see that, but the bottom half isn't done yet. I've only done the top half, where we're going to be working, and I'll clean it up all afterwards. But it looks clean enough to eat off of. There's a few minor imperfections in the windshield, but that shouldn't be a problem for putting the banner over top. And here's our banner that we're going to put on. Stage Alpha Garage. I actually bought this for our other car, because at the time I wasn't expecting to buy this car. But you know, some things happen. This is where the tape comes in handy. We're just going to get it placed up there in a general area for now. Okay, so we got the banner up here taped. It's a little bit short. It probably would be better on the back windshield, but I don't have the rear windows tinted yet. That's one of the modifications coming up that I'd like to do. It's one of the first modifications I usually do to any car I buy. I like to have limo tint rear windows. In province of New Brunswick here, you're not allowed to tint your driver's windows or your front windshield. But we want to get this lined up better. It's definitely not centered, it's just stuck up there freehand. Lucky for me, I have this laser level, so I'm gonna find the center of the car here and beam this on here, and then we can adjust from there. We're in the dark now. Let's try not to trip on anything. Okay, so we're pretty much centered here now. I went off the badge in the front and the shark fin on the roof there. 4.5. Yep, we are centered. Perfect. So 24.5 inches on either side. Now we just got to figure out where the center is on our banner. Alright, so right along the right side of the P, that will be what we're lining up with. Well, you can let me know how you think it looks down in the comments, and if you think it's going to screw up when I put it on. But I'm going to go for it. I think that's a good location. Well, wish me luck. Let's try this out. Well, there we have it. The first modification to the Genesis Coupe. It's a simple and easy modification. Not too easy, I guess. It was cold in here, and I did have a couple problems. I messed up on the L a little bit in the Alpha, and the G was a little too high for garage. So it goes up over the top of the windshield just a little bit. But overall, it looks pretty good. It'll probably change again in the future, but I like it for now. Another thing with these stickers, I find that if you do order them, you should put them on right away and not let them sit. I find the longer they sit, the harder they are to put on. And the reason this one sat was because it's winter time and I haven't had any time since December already good weather until this week. This week's been nice. Been able to have the heat on in here and actually have a decent temperature inside. So overall, it's stuck pretty good. Make sure you clean your window up really well. Make sure your temperature is probably better than my temperature. And yeah. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you want to see more content on this car, just let me know in the comments down below. Either way, you'll probably get more content on this car because I will be working on this car in the coming months and probably years, because I wanted something to go to the track with. Nothing crazy, no, I'm not doing drifting or nothing, just some time attacks or whatever they do over at the track I've never got to go because none of my cars have ever been on the road. And now that I have one that is on the road and meets the specifications to go on the racetrack, I'm very excited to do that. So I guess my first step in doing that will be getting a membership and a helmet. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.